gosh, I'm sorry, guys. Hi, love. Sorry. That was my fault. That was my fault. I knew I needed to plug my phone in and I totally forgot. So, hi everybody. All right, hopefully everybody gets back in here. I was in the middle of Alicia's message. Hey, hey everybody. Long time no see, right? Hello, hello. It's Erica. Thank you for asking. Yeah, it's with a C. It's with a C. All right, so poor Alicia. You know what? That's the second time that's happened to Alicia. I'm pretty sure it was Alicia that happened to before, where like the video got cut off and then she couldn't. It was like in the middle of her message though, so she had like, you know. But then I think something happened where I don't know. I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure this happened. Okay. So what I was saying for Alicia, because she'll see the playback no matter what, is that there was big things about to come in, like, you know, these beautiful, like, wish fulfillment type energies, right? Coming in soon. And there's something here where there's like a little bit of resistance about what it is that you truly feel deserving of. And so they're really working with you, okay? Basically to heal these parts, to release these things, you know what I mean? To help you. Okay, so it's like it's your solar plexus and then like your third eye for me, the way that I'm, because it's about like trusting and knowing what you're seeing in your future and what you want to see what you want your future to look like, knowing that you have the power to do that and you are worth it, okay? That you deserve it, that you are deserving of it, you are worthy of it, okay? All right. You know, and then, you know, for everybody with this vortex, it's about, you know, what do you want in your future? What does that look like? You know, manifest your highest timelines right now. All right, Holy Grail. Oh, love, the list is closed. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, love. Yeah, list has been closed for a while because it got filled up so like pretty fast. But I already have like 24 people on the list. I feel so bad, but I can just refund it after. I'll just send it right back over to you, loves. All right, I just want to make sure I don't forget. Okay. All right. So, Alicia, Holy Grail, inner discovery, finding sacredness, you are what you seek. Okay. This is about self-love first and foremost, and that's what I was talking about. It's about having this overflowing love for self. And we all are on the same kind of path right now for many, where we are really truly starting to face the parts that are keeping us from that true self-love embodiment. Do you know what I mean? And working with that and not judging ourselves because we feel it or whatever, or, you know, or we've struggled with it. Like, it's about just, it's okay. Like, honor it and let it go and rise up and live out your best life. You know, it's like that. Okay. You are what you seek. So there's nothing outside of self that you aren't already. You know what I mean? You can't find something in a divine partner or in romance, like this person is not going to come in and fill these voids or these parts of self that are not healed, you know. But that's, you know, for a lot of us, like what we've done in the past, right? If we're with someone, then we feel better about ourselves because they're validating that. And it's a journey to get back to that without, you know, that part of it. So be proud of yourself. You are embodying so much self-love. So let's not, you know, forget about that. And then you have the Seraphim's Gateway, voice activation, angelic attunement, and divine support. Yep. Okay. So I'm going to send a little bit of light language to your third eye and to your solar plexus. Okay. Irashakuti Iamakuta. Dirashakutiana, Urea Weara Tashapiana. Diarashamiara Tokiara Si Ala. Diamakoti Arashaki. Dianakoti I. Dirashakoti Ianania. Dirashamia Kotuya. Dirashamiana Kotikara. Iratashamiana. Dirashakokiara. Dirashami. 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 Sorry, that loud truck just drove by as confirmation, rattling the whole thing. I don't know how loud it was for you guys, but and so it is. Aho, my love. Okay. So that will help with seeing what you want more clearly and feeling more in your power and more deserving of it. Okay. Solar plexus in the third eye. All right. Doing work. Doing work. Okay. All right. Next, I have Olivia. Olivia. Aw, hun. Yeah, I actually do have Zelle. I don't ever use it, like, you know, and then, you know, I learned, you know, when I first started my business, like kind of what predominantly, you know, people use and stuff. So, oh, you don't have this? Oh, you don't have that? I'm like, oh, okay, I'll get this. Like, I didn't used to have Cash App at all. But yeah, I will, the list is closed, but in the next one, I will definitely add it to the option, just in case. just in case. Yeah, so all right. Okay. So Olivia, number 7. Okay, so Olivia, you're like right now, basically like the way that they are really helping you and guiding you, and the way that basically it's kind of similar to what I just shared with for Alicia, the one right before you, it was about like your future thinking and like you're manifesting in your future thinking, and it's like, and also your intuition, the way that it's coming through is like you're very connected, and you're very highly intuitive. Okay. You always have been, but you doubt. Okay. And even if you don't doubt it, you don't, there's a reason why we have these gifts, right? For a lot of, you know, it's to help, it's to bring healing, it's, you know, for the highest and greatest good. That's what we're meant to use these gifts for, right? These gifts, right? That are just a natural part of our innate abilities, our soul, you know, abilities. But it's about putting action to what you receive too, like aligning that too, right? Like, so, you know, if you get an intuitive you know, hit of like, oh, I need to do this, then we need to do that, right? So there's something like there with that where they're acknowledging that you get the, you're very intuitive and you get the intuitive, you know, message, but you a lot of times don't trust it fully, so you know, don't act on it, basically, okay? And they're wanting you to, you know, they're acknowledging that, you know, they're trying to guide you to do that, best that they can, best that they can, you know, by giving you signs and just different things, and you know, okay. So, and now what they're showing, what I mean, okay, so what I'm being shown is like basically like there's, you know, a reason for that, like for a lot of people where you doubt that because it's been a part of your core conditioning. It's been a part of like your, you know, the life you were born into kind of a thing. Like maybe it was from your parents or just, I don't know, whatever, like just, you know, where it was like, you know, you were made to feel like you couldn't, you know, what you thought didn't matter, or what you thought couldn't be trusted. Like people would question you, or do you know what I mean? And maybe that even made you feel like people were low key, like, you know, passive aggressively, like calling you, you know, dumb, or, you know, like you weren't smart enough to know how to do this, or, you know, let's get a second, you know, oh, well, it came from her. Oh, well, let's make sure it's right. You know, it's like that. So there's a reason anyway. So it's like it, and that may not be like exactly what it is. I'm just giving examples, but like, that's what I'm being shown. And that's the way it's coming through for me to relay what I'm feeling and being shown. Okay. So anyway, so it was like, it was conditioned to, you know, it was, you were conditioned to not trust yourself, essentially. Okay. So this is what we're breaking, and this is what we're rising up from at this time, and what we have been rising up from, right? Okay. So, you know, among other things, of course, right? It's not like just one thing that we're here to do, right? But it still very much holds you back from your greatest successes, and, you know, that kind of stuff. Because like it has kept you from taking leaps of faith, like when you wanted to maybe try new things or do something different in the past, or I don't know, like, you know, I couldn't tell you exactly, right? But it's held you back in one way or the next. The Venusian Galactic Council, your star being guides, it says answer the call. Time to shine. That's exactly what I was receiving. Okay. Whoop, whoop. Answer the call and time to shine. So, you know, like I said, you're receiving the call, but it's about, you know, following that, you know, that call, taking action towards that call, you know, whatever it is, however it shows up. Okay. All right. And Venusian Galactic Council, that's Venus energy. Okay. So I don't know if you resonate with, you know, Venusian energy, you know, at all. I am getting, like, oh, see, now I'm getting itchy. I'm getting like Arcturian and like Andromedon vibes with you, but, you know, it doesn't have to be. Maybe maybe you've just been there before, traveled through or something, you know. Whoops. Sorry guys, I had to turn up the lighting in here. Yeah. Oh, I'm doing the personal mini reads right now. Hi, Papa. I'm talking to you. So I said that. All right. Okay. So I'm going to use this one really quickly. Whoa, hello. It says your hard work is paying off, and your dreams need a practical plan. See, and that's what I was receiving and channeling too. Okay. There's a new moon and a full moon. Okay, so there's a lot of like things being completed here, new beginnings on the horizon, all of that, right? But anyways, it was about that, like putting action to the, you know, to the vision, to the manifestation, to what it is that you want to co-create, to what it is that you want to see, you know, all of that. Okay, and then needing a practical plan. That's about, you know, the action part of it. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna send a little bit of light language healing to your heart chakra, okay, and to your solar plexus chakra, to your power center, and to your heart center, okay. All right, for Olivia. Kiara tashamiana, kiara tashamiana, kura tashakiata, kura tashakiata. Korashamiaka, 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 Korashakiti ara, Koratashaki iana, Korashamiata, Koratashaki, Koratashaki, Ianoe, Ianoe, Ianoe. And so it is. Oh. All right, sister. That is what I have for you today. Okay, so, and everybody, you know, receiving messages today in light language, it's very important to stay hydrated. I mean, I'm channeling the messages and, you know, I'm not on the receiving end of the activation and of the healing and stuff, right? But I'm channeling it all through and I'm thirsty as heck. I have stayed pretty hydrated and like just from the time I started to right now, and just, you know, I have 24 people on the list and I'm on number 7. I'm on number 7. I'm gonna try to get through everybody. I may have to like stop at some point and then just like maybe finish it all tomorrow for you guys. Even if you can't be present for it, I can just pop on a live for a little while and then finish it out. But, which I don't mind doing at all because I love like being here with you guys. So it would just give me another excuse to just hang out with you guys a little bit tomorrow. In between, or maybe before. I don't know, I have to see my schedule. I don't know. I just know that it's full. I don't know what time it starts exactly though, and what it looks like, you know, precisely. I always look at it like a little bit maybe the night before, but I try not to. But sometimes I'm just too nosy on my own schedule. But then, like, you know, in the morning is when I do my, you know, I'll connect. All right. So next is Elaine. Elaine. All right. Okay. So what I'm being shown, Elaine, is from childhood. I don't know if you did. I'm being shown siblings or like maybe like 1 or 2 other smaller children around you. So I don't know if you have siblings or anyways, but that's what I was like, I was seeing, right? And like I could hear yelling, and it was like, it sounded like a masculine yelling at like a feminine. So I don't know if this was supposed to be like your father and your mother. So I don't know if like maybe it was like, you know, growing up in a household where, you know, adults fight, right? Like it gets stressful, I'm sure, right? To be married and to have children and like all this shit going on, right? But we know, like, as awakened souls and, all the things, right? We know what's like not right and what is, kind of a thing. But a lot of us grew up with, like, anyways, young parents under stress and, like, that kind of a thing. Anyways, but it doesn't have to be that too. It could just be like where I don't know, I'm seeing a clip of something where there was like yelling, okay? And it was like a masculine yelling. Anyways, what I'm getting this is like a lot of, like, it's anger. It's anger. It's almost like from a very young age, and this could even be something from one of your, like, recent past lives, possibly too. But it feels like they took me, like, it's like, yeah, it feels like this lifetime. But anyways, it's like, no, I just lost my train of thought. It'll circle back. It'll circle back. Oh, thank you very much. Layside Front, thank you very much. Hello, Mary Rose. Hello. It's not circling back though. So anyways, I'm just gonna have to, like, get back into it. When what I was shown, okay? So I don't know if that resonates with you or not. But anyways, it generated anger and fear. That's where I left off. The anger, and I feel like this is like situations, okay, that you've encountered throughout your life, like, but like possibly like when you were younger, where you were around people or situations or things just going on, right? Where you often thought to yourself, like, even as a child, because of, you're an old soul and, like, all the things, right? Like, you do have, the intelligence of the universe lies within your soul, right? So you were intelligent even as a child, a very intelligent, infinite being in a child's body, just like all of us, right? Where you were angry at, like, almost like the people or adults around you because of, like, the things that you saw them just doing, and you're like, that's not right, or like, that's not, like, you just, it kind of made you angry, or, why are you putting up with that, or, why would you let someone talk to you that way, or, just different things like that, okay? So again, I don't know how that's going to connect with you, but it's something that's, like, kind of it's been there with you, you know what I mean? Okay. Okay. So basically, like, I'm getting, like, you need to create as well. Okay. Like, this is something where you need to create. I don't know why I'm being shown pottery, like clay, like, like they have, like, the spinning things that you make, like clay pots, and it spins with the clay, like in the movie Ghost. Okay. So I don't know if, like, you're into pottery or if that's something that, like, you want to try. Okay. I don't know. I have no clue. But for some reason they're showing me this. It's like, and you have a gift. So again, I don't know. Like, you may be feeling like, I don't know, you might think, I don't have an artistic bone in my body. Well, you do. There's things being activated within you. There's new interests that are going to be activated. There's new, there's all these things. So I don't know, but there's something where, like, I feel like it's, like, art product, whatever, but I'm getting, like, Etsy shop and things like that. So I have no clue. But that's what I'm getting. Look at, show the world the real you, full moon in Aquarius. Okay. So confirmation that you're meant, look at, and she's even holding a freaking pottery, a pot. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. You can't make that stuff up. And it's a woman. You can't make it up, right? right, let's get one, please. Anna Alicia is next, number 9. For Elaine. Oh. It's solar light upgrade, so your solar plexus chakra, inner fire, and willpower. Okay, so you're getting a lot of activations in this area at this time. I mean, it is, everyone is, because it's a solar portal, it's a solar gateway. It's the, you know, the Sirius sun, which is our spiritual sun, connecting with the central sun, right? The earth sun, and it's blasting us, right? That's why it's the portal, right? So what I'm getting is for you, and I've talked about this too, but like what I'm getting is for you, like you have been struggling with filling in your power. There's been resistance there. Okay. I'm not going to use the word struggle. There's been a resistance, right? Where it's kind of been a little like this, right? So you're going to start feeling much more just naturally charged up in your power, more confident, more ready, you know, like that. Okay. So, but plus it's like the sun energy. It's like that bliss energy, happy energy. Okay. And then you have Arcturian light codes, evolutionary downloads. There it is. See, there's new downloads coming in that are going to come in the form of new creative endeavors, new ideas, new, you know, wanting to try art, you know, new artsy things. I'm also getting possibly like photography, like maybe you like photography, or you're, you know, there's a divine seed that's about to burst. Again, I use the example all the time, right? Of like me and tarot. I always thought tarot was cool, and it intrigued me ever since I was little. I thought it was neat ever since I saw anything about like gypsies and card readers and, you know, crystal balls and things, right? I was just like, oh my God. But it was not on my radar. Like if you had told me I would be doing this like 5 years ago, I would have like thought you were insane. It was not even a thing, you know? So it could be like anything like that too. Okay. But you know, the divine works in mysterious ways, right? So anyways, but the Arcturians, okay, are with you. Arcturian Andromedon. I just get that like big energy, like the Andromedon energy, okay? And that like really like, you know, creative, and I'm going to do, you know, kind of what I want, you know, kind of thing, okay? So tapping into that a little bit more. All right. So, okay, so we're going to be doing the solar plexus and the crown chakra, okay? So the crown chakra is, you know, it is your connection to the divine. It is your connection to source, right? And there's a lot going through both of these centers right now, right? I mean, the light is going through the crown, right, too. So it's going to help you feel just with this, right? It's going to help you feel more, what I'm getting is at ease, right? But also just more in your power, more confident, more capable, more able, able-bodied, just, you know, more motivated. You know, it's like that kind of stuff. And then the crown is, you're going to start connecting more, okay? Trusting more in that connection, okay, is the point, all right? So, so you can go ahead and take a deep breath in and out real quick. All right, for you. Kiara shakoti iana, kura shakirti iana, tira shamiana, toya shakura tiara, tora shakureti iakara, tiara shami aratia, tora shakoriala, tora shami ara katatiara, tora shaki ara, Torashami Ara. Torashami Ara. Ki ora shakiara. Ki ora shakiara. Ki ora shakiara. And so it is. Aho. All right, beautiful Elaine. Okay, next is Anna. Anna Alicia. Anna Alicia. I don't know if you're here on here, love, but okay. All right, so Anna, the way that this is coming through is that, so I talked earlier in the collective message about a lot of people feeling like, you know, there's a lot of people out there right now feeling like very discouraged in this journey. And that is what is coming through right now for you. Like, it's been feeling overwhelming for you in a lot of ways because you're so sensitive, because you're so connected and empathic, and right? It's like, you know, I'm getting the word unbearable, you know, at times. Okay. And what Spirit is saying, right? What's coming through. All right. And when I say Spirit, it's like my higher self, my guides, your guides, but I'm working with, right, the galactics today, right? But it's like the whole gang is here, kind of a thing, right? Like the whole gang is here. Okay, so basically they're congratulating you because you've passed tests. These recent times that you have been living, right? Like, I'm going to say over the past several months, but especially recently. You know, because you started connecting more and more and more and more and more, right? Increasingly, like, you know, day by day, right? Like a lot of people right now. It's heavy activation. Anyways, is when it started feeling more, you know, just like, this is a lot. This is too much. Like, is this even worth it? You know, it kind of feels like that, right? And they're letting you know, like, this has been some not last minute, but it's been, you know, little like tests, you know, essentially to really gauge the energy, I guess, right? Is how, you know, anyways, but it was, you know, good job. You cleared this karma, you learned these lessons 1,000-fold, you really persevered, you didn't, you know, go back into old, you know, codependent karmic patterns, you know, which a lot of people do. They'll go, it's just easier just to stay over here, you know. You've continued on, and we're proud of you. And now it's like the sun is breaking through, and they want you to know that, okay? So it's happening. Just keep holding your vision. It's happening. The halls of a mentee initiation. Secrets revealed, treasures uncovered, initiations. Secrets revealed, treasures uncovered. So it's your time of receiving rewards, treasures, okay? In the eyes of God, source, the divine, right? You use your gifts and your power for good, okay? And you've been putting out honest love vibrations into the world, into the universe. And that's why you have this treasure energy coming in. Treasures uncovered. Secrets revealed is like, you know, the things that have been lying dormant, secret gifts, secret memories, you know, things that, you know, have been just hidden in plain sight is what I'm getting. Pleiadian activation. Coming together, like it's all coming together, but also you're coming together with like your soul family, soul tribe. But like these timelines of treasure and reward are coming together, like all of it. Harmony in the heavens and resolution. Okay. I'm seeing something about like it's almost like a charity for you, Anna. Like I don't know if that's something that's like on your heart, like you want to do something like nonprofit, a charity or something like that. But it's like something that you like are it's like a part of like your path. Do you know what I mean? It does feel like you help with children. Like it feels like a, you know, I don't know if it's like helping with like, you know, low income children, or I have no idea. I have no idea, but that's just like kind of what I'm getting, where the way that I'm being shown is like it's something where you connect with the children like that, and you share about, you know, energy and healing and, you know, the chakras and like, you know, but you're able to do it in like a, okay, single mothers. Okay, beautiful. So you introduce spirituality in a very like very beautiful way. Okay. But I do see that you are very connected with the children. Okay. And it could even be like you helping like single mothers. Maybe you open up a, you know, down the road, like a house of, you know, where they could go, you know, that kind of stuff. All right. And that's beautiful. That's beautiful. So, they're just saying like we, you know, obviously they know that what you've had to overcome, the things that you've had to overcome. It's been very challenging for you. Your inner child is very, you know, your inner child has felt very imprisoned for a very long time, like just, you know, not free like that. And like you're finally starting to kind of feel like more that way. But there's definitely something here where the inner child needs, again, some more playtime. For some reason, I'm being shown like museums. So I don't know if you live somewhere that has like museums, or if you have an interest in museums, or if that's something that, you know, you've thought about, like, maybe I'll go to a museum one day or something, you know. It could be like, you know, a historic museum, like, or it could be like an art museum, you know, I have no idea. Or maybe it's historic art, who knows? You know, like they'll have like the Egyptian museum, or they'll have like the fancy art museum, or, you know what I mean? But I think your inner child wants to go to the museum is the point. So, I'm being guided to work on your root chakra and on your sacral chakra. Your sacral chakra is your creative center, right? It's your fire. It's your, imagination, your sensuality, your sexual energy, you know. And then, you know, your root is, honestly, what I'm getting with the root chakra is not feeling safe. Okay, so it was like, I don't know, like if it was in childhood or, right, feels like adolescence. There is this energy of not feeling completely safe, not secure. I don't know if you moved a lot, or, you know, or if it was like an abandonment thing, or if it was just, you know, whatever, the environment. I have no clue. But it's just, there was something with that. Okay, so we're going to work with that. Helping you to feel more secure, safe, grounded. Okay. All right. If anything else comes through, I'll share. All right. So, all right. For Anna. Okay. Ira shakuti yara yana. Dora shaki yara yara. Dora shami yara yara. Kora kora kora. Kora kora kora. Kora kora kora. Kora shakitia. Kora shamiana. Di yara shakiti. Di yara shokuriata. Di yara shamiana. Io yakatia. Io shamiara tati. Kora tatiara. Dire shakotia. Dara yamania diasha. Iara shakotia. Iara shamiana. And so it is. Aho. All right. So remember, love, for your sacral, your sacral and your root chakra. All right. All right. Next is Brittany. Brittany M. I don't know if you're in here, love, but my tummy's like growling like crazy. You hear it? You know what that is, though, you guys? Oh my gosh. That is you know, because I'm an extreme empath, right? And as I'm doing this like work with the light language and stuff, right? Like I'm picking up on all this energy too, right? So I also help to move energy for you guys and to transmute it out. Like I'm assisting in that for you, with you, okay? That's why I have so much damn Scorpio in my chart, the energy transmuter. But anyways, so there's a lot of like activity going on in the root, the solar, and the sacral. I've been doing almost every single one of you guys so far. Not like every single one, but the solar plexus. The solar plexus. You know? It's like right here. So. Okay. All right. Next, Brittany. She said, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here. It's like growly, growly, growly. There it goes again. Oh my gosh. If this gets like any worse or louder, I'm gonna have to pop off and finish this tomorrow, because that is a nuisance on my own body. I don't know how loud you guys can hear it, but for me, it's not doing it right now, but okay. So for Brittany. Okay. So I'm being like shown different things, Brittany, from throughout your life. Like basically they're moments of, you know, like an example. And again, I don't know if this like actually happened or if this is just the example that I was like shown, or, you know, but it's deception and betrayal. Okay. So it's some stuff that, you know, you've encountered quite a bit, right? Like a lot of people, right? But there's like a there's a commonality here with some of these betrayals and deceptions, okay? It's definitely like, oh my gosh. All right. Like, I told everybody not to talk about emails and readings and interrupt me when I'm channeling. I'm gonna start just putting people in timeout or blocking. Anyways, now see that I got totally kicked out of my channel mode. Oh, okay. Stay right back. So basically, there's situations where the example that I was given is like you have a friend, right? Like it's like one of your good friends, right? A good girlfriend or whatever. And then all of a sudden, you know, and let's say you like, you know, this could have been like in grade school or junior high or something, right? Example, right? Or I don't know, anytime. And you had this like really big crush on someone, right? Like you really like someone, right? And your friend knew that, right? Well, next thing you know, your friend is like making out with the person, or, you know, like going out with them, or, you know, or does something shady somehow with it. You know what I mean? So that's just an example, but that's definitely like, the feeling of how you have felt before. And I said it was like repetitive, and the way that it was came through was repetitive. So it's like something, and it's there's something here with like, it's karma, where it had to be cleared. It had to, like, these, you know, just different situations had to be played out. And what it did was it really built your discernment. Okay. Again, it could be like experiencing like some kind of deception in like multiple ways, right? That just was the example. But I did feel that. I did feel like there was something there with that. Or maybe, you know, I don't know. But it was like, you know, feeling like a heartbreak like that, you know, because of something like that. So I don't know if someone like ever, if there was like ever cheating involved or third party stuff, or, you know, things like that, right? But I'm like, so many of us have gone through that kind of stuff, you know? So, okay. So what else? Okay. So, and they're emphasizing, like, they're talking about, like, also, like, you know, from a younger age, like, feeling, like, judged in a way, by, like, the people that were, like, you know, like, your own family or closest to you, you know, and, you know, people, well, you know, and I have no idea what your family was like, but I just feel like this judgmental energy here, okay? And it started from kind of a, you know, like I said, like a, you know, younger age or whatever. Anyways, it was something that you took with you, okay? And then you know, you turned it kind of upon yourself, right? You may have found yourself very easily judging others too. Whatever it is, whatever the case, it's about what you've had to overcome, okay? And what you've been, you know, what your karmic lessons were, what one of them were. It was a big one though, okay? And you know, judging self, we all do that, right? And so basically they're just like, the way that it's coming through is like, again, this like very proud energy of just pure love and like light, and just like, we're so proud, and like, you know, like you know, you really have done so much work. And something about like the signs, like, I don't know if like you're getting signs one after the next, like where you're just like, oh my gosh, this is crazy, right? Because that's a lot of people are, right? You know, especially as we these more magical timelines move in, right, the syncs are going to get insane, you know, because the veil is so thin, you know, it's like that, right? The universe can really talk. But basically you're doing a beautiful job of picking up on the signs, following like what's coming through for you, you know, like that kind of stuff, okay? All right. Okay, so with this portal energy, my love, this is for everyone too. Like, think about what it is that you really truly, you know, it's about facing these shadow parts of self, these dark parts of self, these unhealed parts of self, these parts that we know are still lingering around, right? Look, so this is for you though, love, right? Like, but I'm saying it's also for everyone, where we have to look at self and really dive within and go, okay, I'm ready to finally let this go. I'm finally ready to, you know, heal this part of myself, you know, or I need to revisit this, you know, from my past. I need to revisit this situation, or I need to, you know, go with it, you know, whatever it is, right? So we're doing that. Then we're telling, you know, the universe and source, right, what it is that we or want to envision of our future. Okay, what do we want to bring in now? Okay, what does it look like? What, you know, let's bring that in, right? So so that's what they're guiding me to say to you, but that's why I like share it with everyone, because it is for everyone too. All right, so let's get a okay. Another thing is like they're saying basically, yeah, look, and then the sword of truth comes out. Ace of Swords, basically it's the sword of light. But you know, I'm talking about like this work and like the way that it's coming through. And look, it says divine protection, cord cutting, cords cut, and then breakthrough energy. See, Archangel Michael showing up as well. Okay. And then you have star being healing codes. Important information, wounds are healed and recharging. Okay. So, you know, see these beautiful beings, like see how it's like this light being? It's like a light being, right? Not like really, it doesn't really have a physical body. It's more of just it's made of light, right? This is like, I see these kinds of beings. I literally see them. I see them, you know, and if you follow me on Instagram, like a week ago or so, across the sunset horizon, I saw light giants. Okay. They were huge and they were walking through the sunset horizon, like where it's all like super orangey, pinky, like that. It was really neat, but I just saw them like walking through like big old light giants, and then they vanished into the horizon within just like a few seconds. It was like I saw through the veil like super hard and then they like crossed another like threshold or something, and then they disappeared again, you know. It was like that. So anyways, my love, going back to like what what was coming through as far as like, you know, past stuff and like, you know, just revisiting and going deeper and then like releasing, because this is like the big stuff. I mean, you know, everything that you're kind of like, you've been desiring, like whatever is your whole world, you know, that's what's like being manifested. Okay. And the star being guides are with you. All right. Okay. So I'm going to send some light language to your heart chakra. Okay. For activations within the heart to bring healing, you know, even more healing to the heart, to help remove anything that could be, you know, just whatever doesn't belong there. Okay. And to help with self-love. Okay. And then your inner child too. So sending love to your inner child as well. Okay. So Ooh, okay, so Mother Isis is here. Of course she is. It's the Sirius gateway, and she is Syrian descent as well. So I don't know if you resonate with her, or if you've been, called to her, or if maybe Isis is showing up for you a lot, or, I have no idea. But yeah, she came through right away. Okay, so. Korra tiara shatiara tiara. Goriara shiara miara tiki tiara. Dora shakatiara kitara. Diara shatiara sha. Doriakrash. Diara kotatia. Doriara sha. Diora shamiara. Diara shata. Georgia ora. Doriara shamiara katiara tetiara. Doriara we. Doriara we. Doriara we. And so it is. Aho. All right. So that is what I have for you, my love, okay? That was for beautiful Brittany. All right. Next is Crystal. Crystal Cobalt. So Crystal is number 11, and then Ebony is number 12. Chrissy is 13. Heather is 14. Suvi is 15. Ooh. V is 16. Tracy is 17. Amala is 18. Marianne Masso is 19. Maria is 20. Cindy is 21. Danielle is 22. Lauren is 23. And then, oh my gosh, who is my 24th person? Well, you'll know if you didn't hear your name. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, I can tell you guys right now, I don't think I'm going to make it all the way through the whole list. Because, I'll tell you why. Because I'm using, like, triple the amount of, like, energy doing this, because I'm not, you know what I mean? Like, how I was jokingly saying, like, in my last live, like, oh, I'll just let the cards do all the work, because you're not, for me personally, I can only speak to myself, but I'm not using, that much energy when I'm just, I'm still channeling, but it's different. I'm connecting like on a different level, and I'm connecting to very powerful galactic beings right now. Plus, right, like all of your guides are here, right? It's just a lot. It's a lot. So anyways, but I'll go through, and then what I'll do is, tomorrow morning, probably just schedule a live for like, I'm going to say, we'll do like, could do 10:10, do 10:10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I think that would be good. And then we'll finish it out. I'm just going to tell people the list is not open. The list is not open. This is not open for new list, You guys know me though. I'll probably be like, okay, I'll do it. No, I'm just kidding. No, because seriously, this is, there's 24 people. And these are just very powerful, channelings and light language things and, whatever. And it's a lot to connect to, like, back to back to back to back to back. So many different, energies. It's draining to do that. And like when I do it, regular, when I'm just, channeling and reading with the cards. Okay. So hello, beautiful Crystal. Whoop. Okay. Okay. So I don't know, like, how much you resonate with your, I don't know, like if you resonate I know you resonate as like a star seed and light worker, but I don't know if like you know anything about like, where you may have, had lifetimes at, like, what star race you resonate with, etc. But what I'm receiving, and it's again like this is the Sirius portal, so I'm and I'm a Sirian star seed as well. So I, called in my team of light, right, and have them here. So the energy is that you are a Sirian starseed. Like you have had like incarnations in Sirius. It is a part of like your star lineage. Okay, it doesn't mean it's the only one. Like you could resonate with the Pleiades or Arcturus or whatever. Just all of the different But it is like one of ours. It's like that. It's like that's how it came through. Like she's one of ours. So this portal is going to be very very powerful for you too. I mean, it's powerful for everybody, of course, but it's definitely, again, I'm getting the Isis energy too. So I feel like you connect with Mother Isis. Maybe she's calling on you to work with her. I think she's calling on you. I don't know if she's coming up for you too. Okay. But she is obviously very, very connected to Sirius. So yeah, so there's so this particular portal, because that's what they said. They said it's her portal. This is her portal. So meaning like, I mean, we have portals all the time. Every month there's a portal. 3 3 4 4 5 5 6 6 7 7 8 8 9 9 10 10, right? Every month there's a portal, right? But they're saying like at this time, this one in particular for you, right? This is your time. This is your portal. So it's like this is doing this collectively for people. It's really going to blast you into these beautiful timelines. And like they're saying like you're already feeling that. Like you are already feeling it. So they've been working with you too, like close with you. But you're being guided to definitely connect more to your galactic family, to find more about who you are, to find out more about who you are. Okay. Let me just go ahead and confirm that really quickly with this. Clarify this, Syrian. I mean, I'm just going to clarify with cards, just see what comes through with the cards. Look at this. Look at this. I wanted to confirm like being a Syrian starseed, okay? Having some lifetimes there or whatever. The Fool and the Wheel of Fortune. Those are like yes cards for me, right? But this is 0 point energy, so this is like the point of incarnation, basically. So for me, it's like a big fat yes. It's like, yeah, this upon incarnation in this lifetime, when you came back through whatever, right? 0 point energy, right? When your journey began again in the physical, you were very connected still to the stars, you see, the geometrics, and right, like you've been a very special star child all along. Anyways, and confirmation of the wheel turning. You know how I just got done saying that the way that I'm receiving it is that you're being like shot into these, you're being like blasted into these higher beautiful timelines at this time. Like they're really merging in for you at this time, because it's period happening for the earth, right? And for everybody. But for each individual, I mean, depending on like your vibration, your frequency, your manifestations, the work you've done, where you're at, right? In your journey, everything, right? These timeline shifts for you could be very powerful, like just boom, like incomes, and that's what it feels like. It really does. I mean, this is fortune, right? Destiny, okay? And then Ace of Cups, which is that self-love. That's through the heart portal, though. This is your cosmic heart, okay? That you've reconnected to, and that you're there now. Let's get one of these really quickly, though. Gora shakatiara miyana. To gora shakatiara. feeling called to channel that while I'm doing this too. The central sun. That's why. So this whole portal is, it's the Sirius's sun, right? Our spiritual sun connected, right? With our central sun, the earth sun. Okay. So you're getting the central sun, scarab, beetles. You might be seeing more beetles around you than usual, or more card readers, or people pulling cards with like scarabs, beetles, references maybe to ancient Egypt, things of that nature. But it's about this great enlightenment here, and that happy, blissful sun energy, pure bliss, blissed out, coming into your timelines. That's what it is. Okay. Abundance, downloads, regeneration, and success. This is the timelines that you're stepping into, these golden timelines. Okay. All right. And your star family is saying to you, not just the Syrians, but I'm also getting Lyran. Okay, you might want to look this up, like just kind of look into it a little bit and just see if it resonates with you. The Lyran energy is showing up for you too. Lyra. And for some reason, this is not specific to star family, but for some reason I'm hearing the Babylonians. So you're a very old soul, you know, but so I might look up more about the Babylonians and that time period in that era, okay? Okay. So I'm gonna channel some light language to you. And it's kind of just like an auric field clearing, like this is like the kind of stuff you know that I, you know, like in my healing sessions, and when I do like my, you know, energy work and things of that nature with people with my light language and just, you know, my intuitive energetic healing sessions. It's all intuitive, right? And it's all with like energy and light language and stuff. But this is the kind of stuff that we do in it, you know. So it's quite a steal, right? To be getting these beautiful activations, you know. But it's my honor. It's my honor. Okay. I'm just giving this a good shuffle because I haven't had this out in a while. Okay. All right. Ora shakatiara tiara. Doriana miara tiara sha. Tiara miara. Dora shakatiara. Tiara, tiara, tiara. Iano toro shukur. Tiara shakuriata. Tiara shakuriata. Tiariara. Tiariara. Toriara shakuriana. Diara toriara shakotiata. Iara kuriata. Io kuriata. Io kuriata. And so it is. Aho. All right, love, that was for you. You have the gift of courage and then synchronicities, okay? So, just a little confirmation. They're letting you know we are with you. You are here for big things, okay? And all of the signs and synchronicities that you're getting, okay? It's communication. So make sure you're looking them up, you know? Also, they're going to start changing and shifting. So you're going to start becoming more aware. That's what happens when we start vibrating at higher levels and higher frequencies. You know, we will still get the main, you know, angel numbers and things that everyone, you know, gets, right? Upon awakening. Because we start seeing the basic stuff first, right? Like, not basic. They're all beautiful and amazing, but you guys get what I mean. The common ones. 11, 11, 10, 10, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 4, 4, 4, 3, 3, 3, 5, 5, 5, right? All that. But then once you start vibrating at higher levels, you start tuning in to higher like number syncs too. So they start shifting. So you might start being called to different things like, you know, 323 or 414, or and it could be maybe even a random one, like it's like 756, or 870, but you're gonna just things are gonna shift. So anyways, so you're gonna start connecting more to it, and it's guidance. It's literally the universal language. So there's messages there. And my favorite website that I have shared with you guys many times is Joanne's Sacred Scribes. Okay, so Joanne's Sacred Scribes. You can type in any angel number sequence there, and it does a wonderful job of the description, the breakdown, breaks down the numerologies. It has like a long detailed message of what it means, all things. So, all right. So I'm glad that you loved your message so much, Crystal. Thank you so much. I do feel like since I found your channel, you've helped me grow so much. Good. I'm happy to hear that, my love. That is what it's all about, is to help you guys, just to be here with you, to be a support, to bring messages, and to be a guide and someone to lock arms with while you rise and heal, ascend. I'm just here to help. Right? But it is my spiritual work. Part of it. Part of it. Just clearing some energy. Oh, I love it. Yeah, see, and then that's another thing, is like starting to be drawn to certain number, sequences, and then you start, I'm like the spirit. It's like this being the spiritual, like, I can't do math, outside of channeling and, angel numbers. But with those, I'm like the spiritual Doogie Howser. I can be like break down like number sequences, like add them, delete them, or subtract them, right? Whatever, break them down like that, like nothing. But if you're like, Erica, what's 23 minus 4? I'd be like, let me get my calculator. Let me get my calculator, and then I'll tell you. I'm just kidding. I'm not that bad, but kind of. So, but those angel numbers, man, I can tell you like that, right? And I know it's funny because I know that a lot of you guys will resonate with that, because it's divine connection. It's natural. There's a flow. There's no resistance with that in the ego brain and the mind. Isn't that funny? All right. I could do that all day, but I just wanted to clear some energy here. All right. So Ebony. All right. So we'll do Ebony and then Chrissy. And then I think, because it'll leave me at exactly like 10 people for tomorrow morning. So it would be, Heather will be number 1 tomorrow. And then Suvi will be 15 tomorrow, or 15. Oh my gosh. See, there you go. Suvi was 15. Suvi would be number 2. Heather would be number 1, Suvi 2, V3, Tracy 4, Amala 5, Marianne Masso 6, Maria 7, Cindy 8, Danielle 9, and Lauren 10. And then my 24th person, I know I had someone. It'll come to me. I'll just look through the live chat afterwards and find it. It's gonna drive me crazy too, because it's one of my it's like one of my beautiful Soul Tribe regulars. Nope, I got Lauren. Who was it that was after Lauren? If you're in here, Lauren, did you see who commented around you or after you? Oh, Alicia Aguilera. Alicia Aguilera, my love, are you in here? Because I'm like, oh my God, because you wanted to be on the list and I totally missed you. Yay, I knew it. See, I love my higher self. Did you guys, okay, you guys just witnessed that whole thing, right? I couldn't remember. And I was like, I know it's someone, like, I know, like, you know, but it, right? And my higher self came through, right? My divine self, where there's no, like, no disconnect whatsoever, right? To the answer that I'm seeking, right? That's why they say what you seek is already within you. That's exactly what they're talking about, right? Like an example. And my higher self came through and said, clear as day to me, it's Alicia Aguilera. That's when I said, it's Alicia. And then literally, then I see the comment, approve this comment, but they hide it. I can't see it until I approve it. And then as soon as I approve the comment, I see Alicia says, it's me, Erica. That makes me so happy. Like, that is just so beautiful, so magical. Okay. Beautiful. Perfect. See, that's why I don't worry, you guys. I don't worry. I don't stress. I don't, you know, like, and I don't get upset. Like, I don't, you know, and sometimes, like, you know, there's been times, and I've been like this for a very, very long time, but sometimes, you know, people have been like, basically like thinking like I'm arrogant or I'm this or I'm that because you know, because I'm not getting worked up or I don't get upset or I don't get, you know, aggravated and angry or worry or, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, right? But because I know I trust, I know that the universe has my back and that spirit will always, always, always come through as long as we are aligned to that and trust in it and don't have that resistance within it, right? Even then, I know that there's been times where, you know, I have worried and things, but the universe, you know, and spirit, they really protected me in those moments and showed me like, no, don't worry ever. Like, you just got to trust, you know. We'll help you this one time, but no, I'm just kidding. Okay. All right. So, Ebony. Oh my gosh, now I'm going to burp. It is so fun purging stuff, purging energy for others. I've gotten, like, I've done sessions with, you know, and I've connected with people in the past where I've taken so much very dark, a lot of dark energy from people, but like I've done it, like I've taken it in for them to help them, to alleviate, to help, to heal, to transmute, right? But I've gotten like very deathly ill from it before, where like, you know, I've gotten like deathly ill where you get very sick, you're vomiting, you know, or or something else. And you know, there's chills, fever. I mean, I get it in all kinds of, you know, but it's like, it's no joke, you know, doing this kind of stuff and working with energy and even, you know, doing tarot. And that's one of the things I talk about in my tarot lessons and stuff is that, you know, this is a divination tool. Like it is no joke, you know. It's like, you know, it's not sure, like, you know, we can joke and call it like a card, you know, a parlor trick, whatever, you know, even though it's not like tricks, but you get, you know, a card game. But it's not, so much more. So anyways, all right. So Ebony. I know that you're in here. Oh yeah, yeah, you are. You are. I saw your hey. I was like, I'm not making that up, am I? Where I saw your hey. Okay. So for Ebony. All right. Okay. So basically, Ebony, what I'm being shown is like, I don't know how you've been, how you've been feeling lately. But what I'm getting is like, it's been like an uphill climb recently, or like in the, not too far off past. A lot of moments of self-doubt is what they're saying. They've really been assisting in like your crown chakra, your third eye, helping you to see a future, to see like your dream future, to help you envision things, to help you see these future timelines clearly, and to connect to them easily and without, and to trust that when you're connecting and stuff too, and what you're receiving as well. Okay. And what else? Okay. They just keep going back to this self-doubt where it's like, I want it, but then I do the whole like self-doubt thing, I'm a strong person. I know that I'm confident. But, and I want to do this and I want to manifest this, but I have deep down, I don't know if I'm worthy. I don't know if I am, I want success, but deep down, I don't know, that's a lot of responsibility. That's a lot of expectation. That's a lot of, showing up. That's a lot of, being held accountable, like that kind of stuff. And there's like an energy of like moments where possibly where maybe you felt like doing, like this work and all this, like, it's worth it. And what this means, like aligning to your true self and the abundance and just, everything when you're in alignment like that. But there's like an energy here of like, just really like, is this worth it? Like, like this is like, this journey, like it's beautiful, but it feels really shitty, like it's a lot of work. It's like, is this even worth it? That's what I'm getting. Definitely moments of like, again, self-doubt. You never lost faith. You've never lost faith, but there's definitely moments where you feel like that. Okay. And for one reason or the next, I'm not being shown something specific. Okay. So I just want you to know that I'm not being shown something specific. But there's an energy here of loneliness as a child. I don't know if you were the only child. You could have siblings, but maybe you were, maybe there was an age gap with you and the siblings, or maybe you guys were just very different, or I don't know, but there's this feeling of loneliness. Okay. I don't know if like your family had like played favorites, babied one child and not the other, like these are commonalities. Like these are things that happen like all the time with people and families, and that's why I'm like, I'm real big on like, I'm not saying like young people, my mom was very young when she had me and I've seen it, right? But the times have changed and the age groups are very different, nowadays. So I'm very much like, let's not have that whole babies having babies thing anymore. Okay. Yes, I've been up and down lately, but yeah. So I forget who I was reading for earlier. Okay, so going back to like the childhood thing, the loneliness thing, that has really, I don't know how this, maybe it's like a starseed thing where you just felt like you didn't fit in, or you were, kind of shunned, or You know, I don't know. You could come from a very good family. I have no clue. But just because you come from a good family doesn't mean every situation like that has things, and right. But I feel lonely, and I'm connecting like like with your inner child too, and like it's like your inner child is feeling that, like that loneliness. Okay. So yeah, through these ups and downs, yeah, like that's what it is. Like you really need you need to nurture yourself, and you need to comfort yourself, and that's why it came, you know, that's why they presented it to me that way. um and they want, you know, because it's really like one of the only things it's like really affecting you in that, you know, in that regard. So it's time to let these attachments go. Okay. Forgive yourself, you know. I would look up the and this is for everybody actually, but the what's it called? I can never say it right. The Hawaiian prayer. The Ho'oponopono. Probably still saying it wrong. Ho'oponopono. Oh. That prayer, Google it and look it up, okay, to yourself. Okay? And give yourself more credit. Like, you should be very proud of yourself. You should be very proud of yourself. All right. Whoa, hello. Important information, wounds are healed. Yeah, see? And then recharging. So this is about healing these wounds, recharging, taking it easy, taking it slow if you need to, you know, doing stuff to nurture yourself, love yourself, care for yourself, spoil yourself if you need to, you know. You can spoil yourself in many ways, you know, there's all kinds of stuff, you know. Lately, if I want to spoil myself, there's this like, this, you know, it's like a Mexican seafood place, and I'm really picky because I'm half Mexican, you know, so I'm really picky with like that kind of stuff and just Mexican food in general. But like every once in a while, like I've been craving crab a lot. Been craving crab a lot, you know, but it's not something I like do for myself all the time, right? But which there's nothing wrong with it if I did, right? It's like up to me, right? But anyway, so it's like my treat to myself, and it's like just so good and so amazing, and like oh my gosh, you know. And I just feel so good like when I order it and eat it and like indulge in it, you know. So whatever, it could be anything is my point. Okay. Okay. All right, and then you have the Sword of Light. Divine protection, cords cut, and breakthrough energy. Yeah. So Archangel Michael here. All right. So it's like your star being guides right here. Your star being guides. Okay. They are bringing forth a lot of you are receiving a lot of healing codes. Okay. And so with this light language that I'm about to do too, this is going to help activate those healing codes too. It's like in this moment, like kind of like working hand in hand, like with them to activate what they've, you know, not everything obviously, right? But some. Breakthrough energy is happening in your life right now. And then this is the other one that fell out for you. All-encompassing love, unconditional acceptance, and serenity. Unconditionally accepting yourself and others without condition. Okay? There's people that have hurt you in the past very badly. People that you thought, you know, they weren't supposed to hurt you in those ways. These are people that you were supposed to be able to trust, count on, feel comfortable with, you know, feel loved by, right? So, but it's not on you. Okay? So this is what we're releasing. This is what we're, you know, and this is like goes for any situation, you know, boyfriends that have taken advantage, you know, anything. Okay, the heart of source is with you, and that is what is being activated within you right now, and much more. All encompassing love, unconditional acceptance, serenity. Okay, so like keep those in your mind. I am unconditional love. I embody unconditional love. I unconditionally love myself. Say that to yourself over and over and over again. It is your mantra. It is your mantra. Okay? At this time of your life, of your journey, I unconditionally accept myself. I unconditionally love myself. I unconditionally accept myself. I unconditionally love myself. I am receiving unconditional love. I am receiving unconditional love. You know, whatever it is that you feel, you know, but those are good ones for you, for sure, for mantras. Okay, so let's do a little bit of the light language for you. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna do, this is gonna be for your heart, your solar. I'm gonna run some like light and energy and sound, like sound language, light language, sound healing through these energy vortexes. Okay, so it's gonna be your heart chakra, your solar plexus, your sacral, and your root. Okay. And as I'm saying this to you, Ebony, make sure to kind of envision like white light, golden rays of light around you. Like just, you're in this very beautiful, you know, ethereal, you know, light energy bubble. Okay. And it's like this golden, beautiful light and golden white light. Okay. Goria katiara shatiara katiara. Goriara, goriara. 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 Goriara tiara. Goriara tiara. Giara shukotiariata. Giara shukotiariata. Oriata siata coriara shuko. Iora coriariara. Ioia. 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 And so it is. I hope. All right, so that's what I have for you, sister, okay? So just like everybody else, remember to, you know, rest, just drink water, chill. Really, really sit with that, what you've received, okay? All right. I have called on Archangel Michael in the recent past for guidance, and I have been heavily drawn to Isis the last couple weeks. Oh, I knew it. I knew when she came through like that. I knew it. I knew it. I know, because I work with Isis. I'm very close with her, you know, and her, you know, like that. So I call her Mother Isis. And you hit the nail on the head with deception, karma in my past. Girl, thank you. Beyond grateful. Aw, so sweet. Aw. I'm happy, honey. I'm happy. That's awesome that it resonated so deeply. You're very welcome. I'm glad that you found me too. I'm glad that we found each other. And Ebony, aw, you're very welcome, Ebony. You're very welcome. Okay. And seriously, with the inner child, like that is, I'm not, like it's basically like the guidance is not meant to be taken lightly with the inner child. Not just for you, my love, Ebony, but everybody. Everybody. I mean, your inner child is your soul. That is your oversoul, you know, like that. Like, it is that true, you know, loving, unconditionally loving, compassionate, empathic, kind-hearted, not jaded, no ego, you know, like being, right? Like, is it, and that's why children are so, they are that, they embody that, right? So, you know, I've even said, like, just go to a park and watch children play, hear their laughter. It's so high vibrational, you know. But I like to get in on the mix. I like to go on the swing. I like to go on the swing. All right. Okay. So I'm going to do Chrissy, and then I'm going to end the live because I need to rest. Just go eat, chill, relax, you know. But I will come on tomorrow morning at 10:10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, okay, to finish the rest. And I'll have 10 people exactly to do. And then I have more work to do after that. But that's why I'm like, okay, I can do it earlier in the morning. I'll be perfect. So, all right. Okay, so I'm not sure if you're in here. Chrissy. Chris E. That's okay. All right. Sorry, guys. I know I'm like chomping, but when I start connecting, I like go zoop, zone out. Just clear a little bit real quick. Okay. Okay. So, Chrissy, I was shown like quite a lot, but it was like in flashes, like you know, from like, you know, earlier on, like childhood to, you know, like your teenage years to, you know, like it kind of like went all over the place. But it was the way that, you know, I was being shown it was, or the way I was seeing it was that it was, you know, basically like a lot of your life, basically, is the message. Okay. Who was it that I read for? I think it was Mayret. It was Mayret. And the way that her message came through was that, you know, she was carrying a lot from her lifetime, basically, like, because, you know, she's very attractive. So, and I'm feeling this with you, like, you're a very attractive person, okay? And but it has felt more like, just more like a curse than a gift kind of a thing. Okay. But it's caused some, like, where you've carried things around, right? Like where people, you feel like you can't trust people. Okay. But like the way that they're saying, it's like you know, you chose this vessel, you chose this body, right? And you chose this life, and it's like every single person that you've encountered, obviously we know it was meant, you were meant to okay, that's so funny that I call you Chrissy, huh? These were part of like your lessons. Okay, this is a part of like what you came to like clear and heal again. And it was like similar to Mayrette's, where what it is like, you know, I'm getting like a beautiful priestess. You've been a beautiful priestess. As you really have, like, in past lives, like there's been many incarnations where you're a very attractive, like a priestess, a very attractive feminine, a very attractive, you know, But there's just been an accumulation of things that have happened throughout lifetimes that are connected to that, okay? I don't know, you know, if I was doing like a past life reading, I would go, that's something I would like be shown and go into and see more of, you know, and be able to tell you. So in this lifetime, anyways, it's been kind of like another, like a kind of like felt like a hindrance, right? And like you feel like you've encountered a lot of very just like, you know, narcissistic people, artificial people, just people who are a little bit like just, right? Um, and that's what's made you feel like, I don't know, like I just like, you know, you can't trust anyone. Like people are just all like, you know, shady and this and that, right? But the point of all this is that you've cleared this, you've learned these lessons, you've cleared whatever you were meant to clear in this regard, but you, in one way or the next, are still held down. Like it still holds you down in one way or the next, okay? And you're being propelled forward. Like this is a time for massive elevation and ascension and going forward, leaps forward, right? So there's something that they're just like, okay, this is the time when we really focus in and we release whatever is coming up for us and let it go. You know, like an example would be like, you know, you know, the guys in school liked you and thought you were pretty, you know, or something, right? And then, you know, the girls were maybe not, you know, maybe you struggled with friendships with girls, right? Because girls were, you know, maybe envious or just mean or, you know, like, you know, so there was always like this, like, again, like going back to a few other people who had this energy of not feeling like you fit in and just not feeling like there's a place for you. And like, no matter what, like, it's just, you know, but they're like, you've done a beautiful job, like working through this. Like you literally have not had anyone there for you like that. Like no one you could like share, you know, no one understood you. No one could really, you know, but everything that you have encountered in this regard, obviously, you right? We know that it's all for us, right? So it was meant to shape you, mold you, heal you, you know, help rise you up, like everything, right? And that's what you've done, and they're like commending you. This is, you know, I really do feel that this 777 portal, for especially for these messages that I've channeled for you guys, it is a moment of the divine, of your galactic family, your ancestors, your angels, your ascended ones, right? Like them coming through and literally going like, you are doing such a beautiful job. Like, stay on track, hold that vision. You've got this. Like, you have come so far. And it is that. It's like a, what's the word? Like a commemoration? I don't know. Like, they're just commending you. So, anyways, you didn't let it jade you. You didn't let it harden you. You turned whatever you have gone in this regard, and you've actually become more compassionate for it. You are more compassionate towards people. You know, you turn that pain into your power. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. They're commending you for that. But there are some things here that are still kind of lingering that need to be just, you know, nothing major. It doesn't feel like anything major. It's not. It feels just, you know, some things that have happened in your past, maybe something with an ex, or, you know, I have no clue. But it's about like kind of connecting to that and seeing, you know, what it is that might still be lingering. And this is, again, an opportunity right now for everyone to be doing this. A lot of us are, that's what we're doing. I've been talking about that a lot, you know. So a little bit of shadow work, but yeah, and there's something like, I don't know if like you're expecting, my nail's coming off. I don't know if you're expecting like communication from someone or something, or like some kind of news. This is something that you feel coming towards you, or you're expecting, or you're, I don't know, something like that. But they're letting you know that it's like, that the timeline's moving in or bringing this in, okay? Whatever that is. I don't know what it is, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and just get a message really quickly for Christina. I'm going to keep calling you Chrissy, though. The Stargate Heart, Orion activation, and Hathor light codes. The Stargate Heart, heart chakra opening, unlocking, and generosity. Beautiful. So have a lot of heart activations here, okay? But also, this is about things that might still, you know, be weighing on the heart or connected to the heart in that way, okay? So revisiting things and, you know, whatever. But yeah, huge activations here. Beautiful. And the heart is the portal, right? The heart chakra. All right, so your past life memories are really like going to start coming through too, and they might be showing up in the form of like in your dreams, but it's like past life memories for sure, for sure. You're going to start kind of feeling memories of Atlantis, or maybe you dream, quote dream, right, of Atlantis, what it looks like you're in Atlantis, you know, but more so what it is it's a remembrance of that, okay, and tapping into past life stuff. Orion activation, supernova, recreation, renewal, rebirth by the light. Yeah. A full system upgrade. This is big for you. Your life is going to start shifting and changing. All right, and they're letting you know, like you've done a beautiful job of wielding that pain into that power. Something about setting up boundaries with people or a certain individual or certain someone's, and it's like we know that that was not easy for you to do. Like that was very difficult for you to do. Okay, so I don't know if you walked away from someone who you were in love with, or you know, I have no clue. I have no clue. Family member. Hathor light codes. Okay, so Hathor showing up. Okay, so Hathor doesn't really show up for, you know, she's always around, but she doesn't show up until you really hit like certain, you know, frequencies in your journey and levels, you know. Then she'll start showing up a lot. So she is showing up for you, which is beautiful. This is a light immersion. Okay, so you're being immersed in the light at this time. And there's a lot of very powerful beings. All right, hello. She's, you know, serious energy as well. But she's connected to the Sirius gateway and the Syrians and all that as well. But she is from the planet of Karnak. Full system upgrade is what this card says, and then power recall. So it's about calling back all your power to you. Okay, that's actually something you need to do. That's probably something that a lot of us in here need to do, right? I call back all of my power through all space and time. I call back all my power through all space and time, through every lifetime, every dimension, from every interaction. And I send all energy that is not mine and does not belong to me out. I send it out. You could do return to sender. I send all energy that's not mine out, and I just transmute it back into source love. You know? So, okay. All right, so I'm not seeing any more comments come through. So what I'm going to do, love, is I'm going to just do like a really quick light language healing for you, okay? All right. Okay, so this is going to be for your third eye and your sacral chakra, all right? Because there's some very like beautiful, creative things coming through for you, starting to flow. There's going to be some seeds bursting that come in the form of new thought patterns, thoughts, ideas, you know, things you want to create, start, begin, whatever it is, right? But we're going to bring healing, more healing to the sacral energy, to the sacral area. Help with any blockages that might be there. Okay? And then same with the third eye. the creation of your future is kind of like what I'm, you know, kind of not what I'm, it's just what I'm getting, like kind of what I'm getting. It's like there's something here with that, okay? So it's going to help you with that. It's going to help you, you know, see more clearly of what you want to envision in your future, and it's going to help give you the motivation and the, you know, you already have, I feel, the confidence here for it, but it's the creative part of it, and it's about like channeling that fiery energy into that, you know, into the creative force of what it is that you're going to make, and then fueling it with that energy, and it just takes off. Whatever it is that you create, it's just going to go, okay, because it's going to be powerful. Yes, keep hearing this message. Communication, lots of things hidden. Thank you. Yep, absolutely. Yep. So, okay. Let's get started with the, all right, so third eye and the sacral. Gore kiara shatiyara. Ko yari yare koryata kiara. Koryata koryata. Koryata tiara shia. Ia koryana. Ia koryana. Doya kiara shati. Dori kiara shakti. Doria koti. Doria koti. Doria koti. Dora shatiara. Dora shatiara. Era koriati. Era koriati. Nora shakota. Nora shakota. Iara shaku. Iara shaku. Ngoriati. And so it is. I hope. All right, love. So that was, again, for your third eye and for your sacral. But when I do this, it really does just kind of, it really does, like, as I'm doing that, I'm channeling messages and energy and all kinds of stuff to these areas when I'm doing this, and I'm pulling it in, but I'm also emanating out as I'm channeling, right? It's like I emanate out as I'm channeling this huge light bubble of protection around me and whoever I'm connecting with, right? So that it's just us connecting, and everything else is just like outside, like in just that moment. So it's like I take us into a quantum light bubble where we are there together in this moment on a quantum level, okay? And it helps to protect and block out any other interferences, whatever it is, right? And then as soon as I'm done, I bring us right back out of it. So, and I do that with everybody. You're so welcome, love. You're so welcome. You're so welcome. I'm very happy to be here with you guys and for you guys in any way that I can. And you know that for sure, for sure. So I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for being amazing. I'm definitely, I mean, honestly, like I could probably do like, a few more people, but I'm feeling just like I can feel myself starting to, so even my voice is starting to get like, that raspy, like scratchy from, all the channeling and talking and, so I'm going to go nourish myself, right? And this is what we call healthy, like having healthy boundaries. And it's not boundaries with you guys. I'm not throwing up boundaries with you. It's boundaries with myself. And it's knowing when to say, okay, I have to throw this boundary with self now. I have to say, okay, this is where enough is enough for me, because my heart and my, me just wanting to give, right? Like that, like, and just keep going, I would have done that, I would have probably just kept going, right? But this is a part of my work, and what I'm honing in on and learning and healing, right, is all about that kind of stuff. So, giving myself permission to rest when I feel it, and to not, I release the need to be needed. I release the need to be needed. And it's not like I'm like, oh my God, I want to feel needed. It's not that at all. I don't have that feeling at all. If anything, it's more of a, you know, I don't want to feel needed, because that's my whole point of being here, is not to create codependency from the collective to me, where it's like, oh, where have you been, Erica? I needed you so much the other day. You know, I could have really used a message. What my whole point of being here is to lock arms with you and to share with you my own journey, whatever messages come through, etc., to create more of a balance within you, to create more, you know, inspiration of healing within you, you know, to do whatever it is that I can to help you get back to you, a full, complete, balanced, loving you, right? So I'm definitely not here to create more codependency, you know. So, you know, and that might be something that some of you guys might have to think about too. You know, maybe this is a moment of, you know, being able to observe and acknowledge, you know, because what I mean by that is, like, you know, sometimes, especially if we're feeling like lonely or lost, or like, you know, or, you know, on the journey, moments like that, right? Or self-doubt, right? Where do we go, right? We're all here on a tarot channel, right? I watch tarot too. I have for years. But are we codependent on that? Are we codependent on those readers? Are we codependent on those messages? Like, if we are, where it's like that, then you need to take a step back. You need to take a break from tarot, or from Instagram, or from TikTok reels, or whatever it is, you know? Because again, we aren't here to create more of that. We're here to break that, heal that, right? So again, I'm honored to be here with you guys. I don't know why that came through so heavily. It's definitely for someone who's going to watch this. You may not be here. It may not be for you here on the live. Maybe it is. But it's definitely going to be for someone who watches this at some point. So, all right. I love you guys. Have a beautiful rest of your 777 portal. Even though it doesn't like end after today. So I shouldn't say that. But what I mean is, like, enjoy the next, like, this flow of energy that is incoming and that we are on at this time. It is beautiful. It is very special. This is a very unique time, like I said, to be incarnated. We truly are the chosen ones, and I'm just honored to be here with you guys. So I love you, and I will see you mañana. Mwah.